Welcome back to the Biology Domination Crash Course, Day 5. Today we're diving into Morphology of Flowering Plants, and I want you to pay attention because this chapter alone has handed NEET students free marks for years. We're talking about roots, stems, leaves, flowers, fruits, seeds, and the one plant NEET loves more than any other, mustard. Let's break it down, scene by scene, concept by concept. Let's start underground, literally. The root system. In dicots like mustard, you get a taproot, one main root going deep with secondary and tertiary branches. In monocots like wheat, the primary root dies early and you get a fibrous root system. Now here's where NEET gets sneaky, root modifications. Carrot and radish store food in their taproots. Sweet potato? That's a tuberous modified adventitious root, not a taproot, don't mix it up. Banyan has prop roots for mechanical support. Maize and sugarcane have stilt roots. And mangroves like Rhizophora have pneumatophores, roots that grow upward for gas exchange in waterlogged soil. These are PYQ gold mines. STEM modifications, this is where students lose marks and you're gonna gain them. Underground stems. Ginger is a rhizome. Potato is a stem tuber. Its eyes are nodes, which is the neat clue that it's a stem, not a root. Colocasia is a corm. Onion is a bulb. For aerial modifications, cucumber's tendril and citrus's thorn are both from axillary buds, but in grapevine, the tendril is from a terminal bud. In Opuntia, the entire green flat structure you see is the stem, called a phyloclade, doing photosynthesis because leaves are modified into spines. Subaerial, runner, stolon, offset, all look similar, but location and plant differ. Pistia and Eichhornia form offsets. Strawberry forms stolons. Next, leaves. Simple versus compound is a classic NEET question. The key rule, if the axillary bud is at the base of the whole structure, it's a compound leaf. If there's no bud at the base of each leaflet, they're leaflets, not separate leaves. Venation, reticulate in dicots like mango, parallel in monocots like grass. Phyllotaxy describes how leaves arrange on the stem, alternate in China rose, opposite in Calotropis, whorled in Alstonia. Leaf modifications. In pea, leaflets become tendrils for climbing. In Nepenthes, the leaf tip becomes a pitcher to trap insects. In cactus, leaves become spines to reduce water loss. Remember, Opuntia spines are leaves, but the green pad is a stem, phyloclade. Don't swap them. The flower, NEET's absolute favorite. Let's use mustard as our model flower because it appears in almost every NEET paper. Mustard flower is bisexual, actinomorphic, meaning radial symmetry, and hypogynous, meaning the ovary sits above all floral parts, making it a superior ovary. It has 4 sepals, 4 petals arranged in a cross, that's cruciferum, 6 stamens with 4 long and 2 short. That specific arrangement is called tetradynamous. The carpels are 2 and fused, syncarpous. Now symmetry. Pea and bean are zygomorphic, bilateral symmetry. Canna is unique, it's asymmetric. For insertion, guava, cucumber, sunflower have epigynous flowers, inferior ovary. This is heavily tested. Rose and plum are perigynous, half inferior. Fruits and seeds, this is where the fun facts live. A true fruit develops only from the ovary. A false fruit, or pseudocarp, involves other floral parts, usually the thalamus. Apple, the fleshy part you eat, is the thalamus, not the ovary wall. Cashew, the swollen, juicy part, is the peduncle, not the fruit. The actual cashew nut is the true fruit hanging below it. Mango's pericarp has 3 layers. Epicarp is the skin. Mesocarp is the delicious yellow pulp. Endocarp is the hard stone. For seeds, bean and pea are dicot and exalbuminous, no endosperm at maturity. Maize is monocot, one cotyledon called the scutellum, and it's albuminous. Castor is a dicot but albuminous. NEET loves this exception. 3 families you must know cold for NEET: Fabaceae, Solanaceae, and Liliaceae. Fabaceae, the pea family. Flower is papilionaceous, shaped like a butterfly, with a standard petal, 2 wing petals, and 2 fused keel petals. Stamens are diadelphous, 9 fused plus 1 free. Fruit is always a legume or pod. Groundnut is underground, but still a legume. Solanaceae, potato family. Valvate aestivation in the calyx is a giveaway. Stamens are epipetalous, attached to petals. Tomato is a berry, datura is a capsule. Liliaceae, trimerous, all parts in threes. Tepals instead of separate sepals and petals. Onion, garlic, asparagus all belong here. Colchicine, used in polyploidy experiments, comes from colchicum, a Liliaceae member. And that's day 5, Morphology of Flowering Plants, done and dusted. You've just covered one of the highest yielding chapters in the entire NEET biology syllabus. From root modifications to flower families, this chapter can get you 4 to 5 marks if you know it cold. Tomorrow is revision day. We go back over units 1 and 2, and I'm going to hit you with trap questions that have actually appeared in NEET papers. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it. Drop your toughest doubt from today in the comments below, and I'll feature the best one in tomorrow's revision. See you tomorrow. Keep dominating.